Yo, what's up guys? I pray that you're all doing well. My name is JoKa and in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to learn any character in Tekken. Now, I get asked this a lot in YouTube comment section, when I'm streaming on Twitch, and just in general, like how do I play so many characters? And it's not really that hard, so I'm going to try and break it down in steps. I'll try to keep it as short, as concise as possible so it's easier for you to digest. But before we get into it, guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe. It does support the channel, of course. Remember to join my Discord. I do have some cool stuff planned for my community. And yeah, just keep supporting, guys. It really does mean a lot and it doesn't go unnoticed. I am also working on my heihachi guide as we speak, so look forward to that. But yeah, let's get straight into it. Now, the first step, which is probably the most important step in my opinion, is picking a character that you like. Now, everyone has different goals. Whether you want to just play for fun, whether you want to learn Tekken and eventually start to compete. I think this step correlates with both of those goals, you know. So it's important to pick a character that you like. Now, of course, there's a ton of characters to choose from. Tekken always has a very big roster of characters, even from the launch of the game, and with the additional DLC characters that release in the future and so on. So yeah, it depends on what characters you like. Do you want to play mishimas? Do you want to play female characters like Zafina, Asuka? Do you want to play big body characters like Bears, Jack, and so on? This all comes down to you. You shouldn't let anyone influence you on who you want to play. Regardless of whether your character is strong, regardless of whether your character is hated, you should pick a character that you like playing. I think that's so important, guys. Playing a character that you like will help when it comes to enjoying the game, will help your learning process of the game as well. Like me personally, I can play any character, but the problem is I can't play a character I don't enjoy playing. Like for instance, we are in season 3, right? Let's just say I want to play a character like Nina, for instance. That's just an example, right? If I don't enjoy this character, I won't have fun playing and I won't want to play this character, you know. If it's no fun for me, it's not going to help when it comes to the enjoyment side of things and of course the learning side of things, you know. I still want to improve in Tekken, so I want to play a character that's fun. So what I'm basically saying is I can't really play top tiers if I don't find them fun. It's why I play characters like Feng, Dragonov. I find those characters fun and they are pretty top tier, but you guys get what I mean, right? Now the second step is to create a custom. Now this is completely optional and it's up to you, but I like to create customs for the characters I really want to commit to and the characters I play a lot, like on stream, off stream as well. Like for instance, people know I play a lot of heihachi, Feng, Dragonov, and so on, right? So you want to create a custom, and you should create a custom that kind of fits your style, your personality, or even if it's some dumb shit you want to create, do it, you know. Don't let anyone hold you back. Again, this is completely up to you guys, the way you want to customize your character and whatnot. And of course, I have a ton of customs. I'm just going to show you this custom because it's my favorite. You didn't see any other custom there. But yeah, this is one thing I do like about Tekken 8 a lot, is the customization. It's super cool. There's a ton of things you can do. You can cosplay other characters from like anime, for instance, and so on, you know. And you know, this is just a custom that I have with heihachi. I really like this custom. So yeah, I think it's important to have a custom. Again, it's not necessary, but again, I think it helps with the enjoyment side of things, and you don't want to really use the default presets because you don't want to be an NPC, you know. You want to kind of have your own style, your own drip, and your own source, and you want to be able to express it, you know. So yeah, guys, create a custom, and then we get into the learning side of things. Now, step number 3, I think it's really important to understand and grasp why you're playing a character. Now, are you playing a character just to learn them? Are you trying to have a secondary character? Are you learning a character to kind of understand them so you can counter them better when you play against them? There's many reasons as to why you want to pick up a new character. And for me, for the most part, it's usually just to learn a new character by having fun, and also to kind of learn the counters and anti to a character, you know. Let's just say, for instance, I don't know the Jack matchup, which is true, you know. I will learn this character just to understand the way people fight against him and just to understand the options I have in a situation. I think it's important to learn as many characters as possible if you do want to improve in Tekken, or just in general if you want to have fun, you know. I think that's the most important thing that we need to emphasize, is it's a video game and we should be having fun, you know. But yeah, there's many reasons as to why you would want to learn and play a certain character. You could just play a character, again, to have fun, to learn a secondary or a main potentially, and third, if you want to learn like the anti or counter to a character. So you want to pick that character up and just understand the different options in the situation, the different moves, punishes, and so on. Now it comes to the learning side of things. How do I learn characters? Now, I don't go into the lab and sit there for hours and just practice optimal combos like some people might think. I think that's probably my biggest weakness, is combos. I swear I'm so bad at combos, and there's nothing wrong with that, you know. You don't necessarily need to have the best combos or the most optimal combos. I think more so it's important to learn key moves like pokes, punishes, heat engages, bread and butter combos, so that's staple combos, stuff like wall combos, and even stuff like follow-ups. Like, let's just say you land a move and in that situation, do you get a guaranteed follow-up or not? I think those are the main things I focus on. If I was to order those things, I think the first thing I focus on is key moves. I think that's the most important thing. So key moves to use in neutral, whether it's small Tekken, whether it's big Tekken, and then like to focus on punishes, you know. And then of course stuff like combos come into play, and then follow-ups, I'd say, like guaranteed follow-ups after a move. Now there is an amazing resource that I do want to share with you guys. I want to give a big shout out to @play, who's such a legend, who does a lot of good work for the Tekken community, guys. Please be sure to check him out. He does have a lot of educational content. Now I do use his Tekken 8 library, which has all the characters, and they've also been updated to season 3. So important combos from each launcher, whether it's counter combos, natural combos, again, punishers, and so on, guys. Remember to check this out, because this is what I mainly use to just scan over, and I take like 5-10 minutes to look at some of the information provided in this library, and then I just go into ranked and learn and play the character, you know. I like to learn as I go. So yeah, this is an amazing resource. Again, I don't think you should prioritize learning optimal combos and whatnot. I think learning key moves, learning moves that track to a certain side, which moves track to a character's weak side, and so on, is going to really help you. Of course, I like to play poking based, and it's really important to understand and differentiate from small Tekken and big Tekken when you learn a new character. So yeah, I hope this resource, which is @play's Tekken 8 library, helps you out, because honestly it helps me out so much. Again, I am really bad when it comes to combos, when it comes to remembering certain punishes, and this just has everything for you, honestly, when it comes to learning any character. Now there are other ways to learn as well. This isn't the only way to learn a character by playing them yourself. There's many other ways to learn, like watching other players, labbing for instance. I think people really neglect watching replays. I think, in my opinion, watching replays is super important. Not just your own replays, but other players' replays. I like to watch my own replays even when I win, because there's always something that I can learn from. I feel like it's next to impossible to master something in Tekken, you know. Tekken has a lot of depth, so you want to always understand where you can improve, understand the areas you can work on, and so on, you know. But yeah, I do watch a lot of Tekken. I don't just play a lot of Tekken, I do like to watch as well, because I like to gain insight and new perspectives on how a certain player likes to use a certain move in a situation, or even if it's a move that I don't use at all, it's something that gives me information on, oh, maybe I can use this move in this situation. So I think it's important to watch other people play Tekken, whether it's just in ranked match, whether it's in tournaments. I think it's going to help you, you know. It's going to help you learn characters as well. And of course there's labbing as well, which you can do. Labbing is a bit boring, but I think it's necessary if you want to learn and improve. So yeah, do remember to take these steps into consideration, guys. These steps will help you when it comes to learning any character in Tekken. I mean, they certainly helped me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. I am planning on releasing a lot more educational content in the future, guys, so be sure to check that out. Thank you so much again, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.